What if I told you that right now, somewhere in the world, someone is drinking a cup of coffee that costs more than a brand new iPhone? I'm not kidding. A single cup of coffee that can cost hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars. And it's not because it's covered in gold flakes, or served in a diamond-encrusted mug. The reason this coffee is so expensive is because of how it's made, and trust me, you are not going to believe it. It involves some of the rarest animals, most isolated places, and craziest processes you've ever imagined. Today we are going on a journey to find the world's most expensive coffees. We're going to explore coffees that are processed by elephants, coffees that grow on remote volcanic islands, and coffees that sell for more than their weight in silver at insane auctions. I've spent thousands of dollars to get my hands on these coffees, and we're going to find out if they're actually worth the price. This is going to be one of the craziest taste tests we've ever done on this channel. We're going to dive deep into why these coffees cost so much, from the bizarre production methods to the insane global demand that drives prices through the roof. We'll look at the controversy, the luxury, and the sheer madness of the high-end coffee world. Are you ready to see me drink coffee that's been, well, you'll see. This is going to be insane. Let's begin. Alright, first up, we have one of the most famous and honestly, one of the most disgusting sounding coffees on the planet. This is Kopi Luwak, and it comes from Indonesia. A single pound of this stuff can cost anywhere from $100 to over $600. And the reason for that price is absolutely insane. You see these beans? Before they were roasted, they were eaten by this little guy, the Asian palm civet. It looks like a cross between a cat and a ferret, and it loves to eat coffee cherries. The civet eats the whole cherry, but its stomach can't digest the hard bean inside. So while the bean passes through its digestive system, the stomach acids and enzymes go to work, breaking down some of the proteins that cause bitterness. The civet then, well, it poops out the beans. Farm workers then have to search the forest floor, collect the civet droppings, and carefully pick out each individual coffee bean. It sounds crazy. I know, we literally have people searching for animal poop to make a drink. Once collected, the beans are washed over and over and over again. Seriously, they are cleaned so thoroughly you would never know where they came from. After they're perfectly clean, they're dried and roasted just like any other coffee bean. The process is supposed to create a coffee that is incredibly smooth, less acidic, and has a unique, rich flavor profile that you can't get anywhere else. The sheer labor involved and the limited amount that can be found naturally makes it super expensive. But here's the dark side. Because Kopi Luwak became so popular, some producers started capturing civets and keeping them in tiny cages, force-feeding them only coffee cherries. It's a huge ethical problem, and it's why a lot of people refuse to drink this coffee. True, wild-collected Kopi Luwak is extremely rare and even more expensive, but it's hard to know what you're actually getting. So, while the story is wild, there's a serious controversy we can't ignore. But the question remains, what does it taste like? Okay, if you thought the civet coffee was crazy, you need to see this. We are taking things to a whole new level. This right here is black ivory coffee, and it's one of the most expensive and rarest coffees in the entire world. A single pound of this can cost over $1,500. To put that in perspective, that's more than an ounce of gold right now. And the reason for the insane price tag, it's not a small cat this time. This coffee is processed inside an elephant. That's right, an elephant. In the mountains of northern Thailand, a small group of elephants are fed a mash of fruits, rice, and a special selection of Thai Arabica coffee cherries. The elephants eat everything, and just like with the civet, the coffee beans travel through their massive digestive system. The elephants' stomachs act like giant, slow-cooking fermentation tanks. Their digestive enzymes break down the proteins in the coffee bean, which removes almost all of the bitterness. The process is much more intense than with the civet because of the elephant's unique diet and digestion. After about 15 to 70 hours, the beans come out the other end. Then, the elephant keepers and their families have to sift through the elephant's dung by hand to find the intact coffee beans. This is an incredibly labor-intensive process, and here's what makes it so expensive. For every 33 kilograms of coffee cherries the elephants eat, only 1 kilogram of usable black ivory coffee beans is recovered. The rest get chewed up, broken, or lost. The sheer loss rate is astronomical, making the final product unbelievably rare. The company behind it says this process results in a coffee with notes of chocolate, malt, and spice, with a total lack of bitterness. They also claim it's ethical, as a portion of the sales goes toward the elephants' health care and the conservation foundation that cares for them. The elephants aren't force-fed, the cherries are just a small, enjoyable part of their diet. So, we have a coffee that costs more than gold, is handpicked from elephant dung and supports animal welfare. This might be the most extreme coffee in existence. Let's brew it. Alright, let's take a break from animals and talk about pure, unadulterated luxury. This isn't about a weird process, this is about a coffee so perfect, so rare that billionaires fight over it at auctions. This is Geisha Coffee, specifically from the Hacienda La Esmeralda farm, in Panama. And when I say it's expensive, I mean some special lots of these beans have sold for over $1 million. That's not for a whole farm, that's for a single harvest's batch. So what makes a simple coffee plant so valuable? The Geisha varietal is a type of coffee plant that is incredibly difficult to grow. It needs a very specific altitude, climate, and soil, which is found on the volcanic slopes of western Panama. The plants are fragile, and produce a much lower yield than typical coffee plants, so farmers take a huge risk just by planting them. The cherries have to be hand-picked at the exact moment of perfect ripeness, not a day sooner or later. The team at Hacienda La Esmeralda are basically the scientists of the coffee world. They have perfected every single step of the process. After picking, the beans undergo meticulous processing methods, whether it's washing, honey processing, or natural drying to bring out the most delicate flavors. The result is a coffee that doesn't even taste like coffee. When you drink it, you get these insane notes of jasmine, bergamot, peach, and a super clean tea-like body. It's more like a complex floral tea than a cup of coffee. It was this coffee that completely shattered the world of specialty coffee. When it first appeared in competitions, the judges were blown away. It started winning award after award, and its price at auction just kept climbing higher and higher. It's become a status symbol. People pay hundreds of dollars for a single cup just to say they've tried it. This isn't just coffee. It's the equivalent of a bottle of the rarest, most sought-after wine in the world. This is the peak of coffee craftsmanship. Now we're traveling to Colombia to explore a coffee with a history so rich it's literally fit for royalty. This is Ospina Dynasty Coffee, one of the oldest and most prestigious coffee brands in the world. The Ospina family has been growing coffee for over 180 years, and their history is intertwined with the history of Colombia itself. Two of the family's ancestors were even presidents of the country. This isn't just a farm, it's a dynasty. The coffee is grown in the highlands of the Andes Mountains, in rich volcanic soil. This unique environment, combined with their heirloom Arabica trees that have been passed down for generations, creates a coffee with a very distinct flavor. They claim it has a nutty, apricot-like flavor, with a smooth, velvety finish and a very balanced acidity. It's the kind of coffee you'd imagine being served in a palace, and in many cases, it probably is. This is old-world luxury. Unlike the crazy auction prices of geisha, Ospina's value comes from its heritage and consistency. A pound of this will set you back around $150 to $350, which is still incredibly expensive for coffee. The price is due to their painstaking process. Everything is done by hand, from picking the cherries to sorting the beans, ensuring that only the absolute best beans make it into the final bag. Their production is extremely limited, and most of it is sold to luxury hotels, Michelin-star restaurants, and private clients around the world. This coffee represents a different kind of expensive. It's not about a shocking production method or a trendy new varietal. It's about tradition, history, and a family's multi-generational obsession with creating the perfect cup of coffee. Owning a bag of Ospina is like owning a piece of Colombian history. It's a testament to the idea that sometimes, the old ways are the best ways. It has a story that few other coffees on earth can match. A story of presidents, pioneers, and passion. For our final coffee, we are going to one of the most remote places on the entire planet. Imagine an island in the middle of the South Atlantic Ocean, thousands of miles from the nearest continent. That is St. Helena, the island where Napoleon Bonaparte was exiled and died. And it's also home to one of the rarest and most sought-after coffees in the world, St. Helena coffee. The story goes that the coffee seeds were first brought to the island in the 1700s because of the island's complete isolation. The coffee plants, a varietal called green-tipped bourbon Arabica, have remained pure and unchanged for centuries. They grow in the island's volcanic soil and benefit from a unique microclimate, creating a flavor that is truly one of a kind. It's described as having caramel and citrus notes, with a distinct floral aroma. It's a taste of a place lost in time. So why is it so expensive, costing between $80 and $150 a pound? It's all about scarcity and logistics. The island is tiny, and the amount of land suitable for growing coffee is even smaller. The total annual production is minuscule, sometimes only a few hundred pounds for the entire world. Just getting the coffee off the island is a massive challenge. Everything has to be shipped by sea on a journey that takes weeks, which adds a huge cost to the final product. This coffee is the definition of a collector's item. Coffee connoisseurs buy it not just for the taste, but for the story. It's coffee from Napoleon's island prison. The sheer remoteness and the history behind it make it legendary. You're not just buying a beverage, you're buying a conversation piece, a taste of one of the most isolated communities on Earth. The fact that it tastes amazing is almost just a bonus. It's a true geographical treasure. So there you have it. We've tasted coffee that's been through an elephant, coffee that costs more than gold, and coffee from the most remote island on Earth. From the shocking process of Kopi Luwak and black ivory to the pure artistry of Geisha and the incredible history of Ospina and Saint Helena, the world of luxury coffee is way crazier than I ever imagined. We spent thousands of dollars, and honestly, some of these were incredibly delicious, while others were just an experience. The flavors were unlike anything I've ever had from a normal cup of coffee. So now tell me, after seeing everything we went through today, I have to ask you, would you ever try the most expensive coffee in the world? Would you be brave enough to drink the Kopi Luwak or the black ivory knowing where it came from? Or would you rather spend your money on a bag of the ultra-rare Geisha coffee? Let me know which one you would try, or if you think this is all just insane, in the comments down below. Is a $1,000 cup of coffee really that much better, or is normal coffee good enough? I really want to know what you guys think. This was one of the wildest videos we've ever made. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button because we have even crazier videos coming soon. Subscribe to NeoFactX for more unbelievable facts from around the world.